We are at BurgerFi, and this is Chris's first time here, period. But also, first time trying the Beyond Burger. I got 2 because I'm hungry. All right, so what are you gonna try first? Yours or mine?
I'll try yours first.
Okay. All right, pick one. Either of these.
They're the same or different?
They're the same. We also got a lot of fries. Good?
It's good.
Texture-wise.
I mean, it's just like a hamburger patty.
Uh-huh.
Same. That's good.
That was the smallest bite ever.
I had to make sure everything was good before.
Uh-huh. Try yours. See how good the meat one is. The meat version.
Oh, mine is a double.
Uh-huh.
Definitely a little different.
Just a little. What's the sauce? Is that like a Thousand Island or something?
Tastes like it.
Nice.
You want a bite?
No, thank you. So, overall, thoughts about these? Does it taste pretty close to beef?
Good. It's good, really.
Nice.
I like it.
Alright, well, we're gonna eat all this because I'm hungry. I train legs, so I know you're hungry, so we're gonna eat. It is Sunday and it is time for another update. So today I'm going to be talking about quite a bit because there are quite a few things that are changing starting this week, and I want to make sure that you guys are caught up. First thing I want to update you guys on is my weight. I weighed in today at 180 pounds, which is the heaviest that I have been in my entire life. Probably 6 years ago, 7 years ago, math is hard. I weighed right about like 170, 171 maybe, but my body composition was totally different at that point. That was a point in my life where I was dealing a lot with migraines, and so I was not working out. So I was just getting back into working out. So I had a lot more body fat, not as much muscle, and it's just crazy to think that I weigh more than I did then, and yet I look stronger, healthier, more fit. So to me, that just proves the point that the scale is not the end all be all when it comes to tracking your progress. I tell people all the time to take pictures. A lot of people don't like doing it, especially if they're uncomfortable with how they look, but it's what really is going to help you see changes, if there are any happening, when the scale stops moving or starts going the direction that you don't want it to go, whether you're trying to gain or lose weight. So I didn't take any pictures this week because it's that time of the month. And so with that comes, usually for me, some bloating. And so I want to make sure that the pictures that I'm taking are representative of my weight minus the excess bloating. I am working with a trainer. He is actually one of the trainers that works at the gym that I go to, and his name is Joel Thomas. He is an IFBB pro, and he's been bodybuilding for years. I think it's like close to 10, maybe even more than that. He really knows what he's doing. I actually met a couple of different people that have worked with him prepping specifically for competitions and said that he really knew his stuff. He did a great job, and I've met him a couple times just through a friend, and he's really nice, super helpful, very willing to answer any questions that I've had so far. So I'm excited to work with him. So I'll kind of go into a little bit of detail about what he's gonna be helping me with and kind of the process of everything. I just wanna throw it out there that I am still working with Paul. Up until now, he's been running my workouts, but like I said, I really wanted more help with the nutrition side of things. Up until now, I've been doing the nutrition myself, and I feel like I've done a decent job. For not really having ever done this before, but I don't want to be guessing, especially when it comes to the cutting process. A lot of times when you cut down, you could end up losing too much muscle along with the fat that you're losing. So I really did not want that to happen at all. I've really worked hard to put on muscle and size over the last couple months, and I didn't want that to be for nothing. So with Joel, I've met with him twice. The first time he just kind of told me a little bit about how he does things, what to expect as far as like check-ins and meals that I'll be receiving and stuff like that. The second time we talked a little bit more specifically about the workouts. I know I mentioned that he's kind of helping me more with the nutrition side of things, but he also is helping me a little bit more with the workouts. He wanted to have a little bit more say in how my workouts are broken up and the style of the training that I'll be doing. So it is gonna be different from what I have been doing in a couple of ways. One is I'm bumping up my training from 5 days to 6. So I'll basically do 3 days on, rest a day, and then do 3 days on again. I'm basically working each muscle group twice a week. With each muscle group, the first time I hit that muscle for the week, I'm basically going a little bit heavier, focusing on more, like with legs, like more compound movements like squats and deadlifts. And then my second day, for example, let's say with legs, I'm hitting more isolation exercises like hamstring curls, like extensions, that kind of stuff. So it doesn't sound like he really wants me to change up my split a whole lot over the next little bit. The one thing that is going to be different that I haven't been doing is he already wants me doing cardio. I'm pretty much going to be doing cardio 4 days a week, essentially on all of my upper body days. He's having me do HIIT training, which I love, so I'm super excited about that. Also training abs about 4 times a week, so that'll be good because I really haven't been doing as much of that. The other thing that's a little bit different with the training going forward is there's not going to be a whole lot of variation with my reps and sets as far as the range that I'll be in. So before we were doing kind of anywhere from 3 to 4 sets, sometimes 5, depending on the exercise and the day and stuff like that. He's pretty much keeping me at least 4 sets of pretty much everything, shooting for 12 reps, but this is where it's a little bit different. He essentially wants me to shoot for right about 12, but if I can go past 12 and get out, you know, maybe 3 more reps, make it to 15, great. If I only got to about 10, okay. But he doesn't want me shooting for low reps. He wants me to shoot for higher reps. And the only reason that I should be hitting anything around 8 to 10 reps is if I accidentally picked a weight that was maybe a little bit too heavy. So he really wants me training for hypertrophy, and which is fine. I like that kind of training. I don't like doing really low reps, and it's not what I need to be doing for my goals as far as the bodybuilding stuff. All right, let's move on to the meals. So this is probably gonna be the biggest change to what I've previously been doing. So with my work schedule, I had pretty much been eating 3 main, like big meals a day. Usually one before I go to work, one on my break, and then one when I got home. So that's one of the first things that we're changing is I'm gonna be doing 5 meals a day. 2 like a breakfast and like a snack, if you really wanna call it that. And then a pre-workout meal, something while I'm working out, and then a post-workout meal. And then 1 more meal in the evening. So the concept was not new to me as far as a pre and a post-workout meal, but it's officially called peri-workout meals. It's going to force me to be a little bit more mindful about when I'm eating and remembering to eat. Because again, my break is just so odd when I'm at work. So it'll be a little bit easier on the weekends, but I'm gonna really have to plan well to do this during the week. As far as the specific meals that I'm gonna be eating, I'm gonna be having a fats meal essentially for my first meal. So it's gonna be tofu, a handful of nuts, and then maybe like some sort of green veggies. I think I'm gonna do bell peppers with it. And then I'm gonna have my second meal, which is gonna be a protein shake. So it'll be my protein powder, water, and oats. My pre-workout meal for this week is gonna be tofu again with some green veggies along with some coconut oil. And then during my workout, I'm gonna be drinking BCAAs. And then for my post-workout meal, like literally right when I get home, I'm eating Chex Rice cereal, which I haven't had since I was probably like 10, along with my protein powder. So I'll basically be making like a shake with that, along with almond milk, and then berries on the top. And then my final meal of the day will be TVP, jasmine rice, and green veggies. He also wants me to start taking a couple of different vitamins. He's having me take vitamin C. I picked up this one today from Whole Foods. It was really hard to find some of these supplements that were vegan. A lot of times with pills and stuff like that, the casing is made out of gelatin, which is, if you didn't know this, melted animals' bones and ligaments, which I think is disgusting. So this one is vegan. It's got the little symbol right here. There's no gelatin in these. And then the other thing that he wants me to start taking was D3. Again, this was really hard to find, or they just didn't have the right dosage. This one's actually a spray. So you just spray this underneath your tongue. And then the last supplement that I'll be adding are omega-3s. And this one is, again, a plant-based or vegan option. Usually with omega-3s, it's fish oil, but since I'm vegan, I obviously don't eat any sort of animal products. The only other thing that he mentioned as far as supplements was a multivitamin. I honestly forgot when I was in Whole Foods to pick one up, but I'll at least start with these. He's got me eating them at different meals. So as far as supplements, that's something that I'm gonna start incorporating more into my diet. So that's it as far as the meals. So I'll probably film another update video for you guys at the end of this coming week, after I've been able to do the new diet and workouts for the week. I'm supposed to check in with Joel pretty regularly, especially in the beginning, because he wants to know if I'm feeling too full or too hungry after certain meals, if I have enough energy in the gym, if I'm feeling strong, that kind of stuff. That way we can make some tweaks, because essentially up until my cut starts, which is probably gonna be, like we said, May, I've got about roughly 8 weeks, somewhere in there, to figure out how my body responds to different kinds of food, when it responds best to certain kinds of food, so that when we need to start taking things out or bumping up certain things regarding calories or carbs or protein, fats, whatever, he'll know what we need to add or pull from my diet. So these first couple, like 2 or 3 weeks, are gonna be kind of like experimenting with different things and figuring out how my body reacts to all of this, which is gonna be really helpful. I'm super excited to get started. So I'm probably not gonna really film anything else today, just because it's all boring stuff like chores. I gotta clean and cook, do laundry, and nobody wants to watch me do that. At least I wouldn't, because I think that's kind of boring. I probably will though film either like a grocery haul or a meal prep video, maybe like next weekend when I have a little more time. I just don't have the time today to like get the camera set up and figure out the lighting and all that jazz. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you are notified every time I upload a new video, so that you guys can track my progress with me. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace.